So here is the issue. I found that my skx009 was running out of power a little soon. Like as soon as you take it off, a few hours later it would die. So I'm wondering if there's not a problem with the charging mechanism or the capacitor inside or whatever it is. So what I did is I took my Orient M-Force and let it run out completely out of power. Let my skx009 completely run out of power. Set them both to noon and then put them back on. Same wrist, and went for a walk, a little power walk for about 30 minutes. And now I'm going to let them sit here and see how long it takes them to run out. Now the reason that you see a difference in time right now is because the Orient actually started the minute I picked it up. The second I picked it up, it started ticking with minimal amounts of movement, basically just putting it on my wrist. The Seiko, on the other hand, took a little while longer, almost looks like 10 minutes before there was enough motion to get it going. Right, so I didn't shake them. I didn't manually try and give them a power charge. Right, I just started walking. So we'll see how long it takes for these things to run out and how much difference there is in one, the capability of charging, and then how long it actually takes each one of them to run out of power. The Orient has a power reserve meter. I'll show you what that looks like. Right, and it says it's got about 10 hours worth of power just off that 30-minute walk. You would expect that the Seiko would have something along the same lines, but since it doesn't have a power meter or a reserve capacity indicator, you don't really know how long it's going to be before it stops. But you know, we'll give it a few hours, at least 10 of course, and we'll see when they stop running. Okay? Well, here's the result of our test. Let both watches run, and the Seiko ran for about 5 hours and 15 minutes before it stopped after our walk, and the Orient ran for 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 hours before it stopped. That's a huge difference. Right? Basically 12 hours longer. Seiko stopped last night. The Orient, I checked it this morning, looks like it stopped probably 2 hours ago. So, anyway, bad news. So I just returned from a 30-minute run, and that's probably a lot more arm swinging than I typically do in a given day, since I mainly have a desk job. But that should be more than enough to power this thing all the way up so that it meets or exceeds its proposed 40-hour power reserve. We'll see. So I'm going to set the watch off to the side, not touch it, and see how long it goes off of that 30-minute, 3-mile run. Okay? All right. Watch has finally stopped. 44 hours and 50 minutes after being set down. So it looks like it's well within, actually it exceeds the 40-hour power reserve that that's advertised. So that's good. Clearly the watch doesn't have any issue. You might say that it could do a little better at bringing itself up to full charge with minimal movement, but it doesn't do that. And that's okay, right? That's some watches might be better at charging up than others, a little faster at charging up. This one takes a little bit more effort, but still, it's a great watch. Glad to have it. Glad that there's nothing wrong with it.